What's up guys, Rampage here again bringing you today's question of the day. So for today's question I'm going to be asking you guys, what is your favorite entry hazard? Now your choices are Stealth Rocks, Spikes, or Toxic Spikes being the only entry hazards in the game. And I'd have to say that my favorite entry hazard is probably, well, I want to say Stealth Rocks because it's always the most useful and it really hurts those Volcaronas and whatnot, but I'm just going to go with Spikes because I like the fact that you can layer up Spikes and they really take a toll on your opponent's team. Toxic Spikes are real cool too. All the hazards I like, but I'm just going to have to go with Toxic Spikes or maybe Stealth Rocks. I don't know. It's really close, but leave your answers in the comments below and let's get started with the battle. What's up guys, Rampage here again bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Here we have a RU battle against someone who goes by the name of HikenNoAce92 that I found off of Smogon. My team revolves around Entei, Sceptile, and Gallade. Those are all choice Pokemon that are there, and they're meant to do damage, and the rest of my guys are just there for support. And my opponent, it looks like he's using a pretty balanced team, so this should be a pretty interesting battle. So without further ado, let's get started with this battle. So I'm going to lead off with my Uxie, and my opponent's going to lead off with a Manectric. I'm thinking that this thing might just go for the switcheroo and kind of cripple my Uxie, so I'm going to switch out into my Gallade because I'm thinking that this thing is probably Choice Scarfed and he just wants to switcheroo. That's why he led off with this thing. But he's actually just going to go for the Volt Switch, and that's going to do about 35 to 40% if you ask me. He's going to Volt Switch out into his Moltres. I don't want to take a hit with that, so I'm going to just switch out into my Clefable, who I know can probably take a hit decently because I am specially defensive. The Moltres is going to go for Air Slash, and that's going to do a lot of damage to my Clefable. I do see the Life Orb, so I know that that's definitely an offensive Moltres. But now he's going to switch out into his Sand Slash, as I'm also going to switch out into my Kabutops. The reason I switched is because I didn't know if I'd be able to take a Fire move even after I protected just to get some Left Use recovery. And I know Kabutops could because it 4 times resists. But since I switched out to Kabutops, he doesn't want to stay in with the Sand Slash, and he's going to switch into his Dusknoir as I go for the Aqua Jet. Now I'm just going to go for the Stealth Rocks, as he's going to go for the Earthquake. It does a little bit less than half, so that's kind of good for me because I know I could take a few more of these. But I don't want to stay in against this Dusknoir because it is really bulky, and I know that my Kabutops really can't hurt it too much. So I'm going to switch out into my Sceptile because my Sceptile is Choice Specs, and a Choice Specs Leaf Storm will pretty much hurt this thing. But I'm actually going to switch out because I thought that the Grass move was pretty obvious in this case. So I'm going to go out into my Entei because I thought he would go out into his Moltres. Like I said before, I thought the Grass move was really obvious. But he's actually going to stay in and go for the Shadow Sneak. Now I'm going to go back out in the Sceptile knowing that he's going to go for the Earthquake, and I know I do resist that. And I don't like this burn damage taking a toll on me, but it could actually work out for me because I believe after the previous burn damage and the Shadow Sneak, I'm going to be left in Overgrow range, which is going to increase my Leaf Storm hit, and it's almost going to be able to take out this Dusknoir. Not quite, but I don't want to lose my Sceptile just yet. I do have I believe Heal Bell on this team, and I could also potentially pass a Wish out into my Sceptile, so it's no need in sacking it. And plus it could still kill a Pokemon. Definitely it's in Overgrow range, so there's no point in sacking my Sceptile. I'm going to go out into Entei, and then I'm going to just go for the Flare Blitz. He's actually going to switch out his Dusknoir. I don't think it's in a range where Stealth Rocks will take it out upon switching back in. He's going to go out into his Feraligatr. That's not going to enjoy taking this Flare Blitz, but I don't want to lose my Entei just yet, so I'm going to go out into my Uxie as he's just going to go for the Waterfall. And that's not going to do much at all. I do see the lefties on this, so I know that this, well, I can't say that I know what type of set this is. I'm not quite sure. But he's actually going to go out into his Dusknoir now. I'm just going to go for the Psychic, and yeah, he was able to live the Stealth Rocks. I'm just going to go for Psychic, and that's definitely going to be able to take out the Dusknoir, so yeah, that's nice. So now he's going to bring out his Moltres again, which is fine by me, even though that this thing is a big threat. It's going to get hit real hard by the Stealth Rocks. And now he's going to go for the Roost. I was pretty sure he would go for the Roost because, you know, he just came in to Stealth Rocks and he wants his Moltres at a pretty good amount of HP. So I'm just going to go for the Thunder Wave to extremely cripple this thing. I have my Gallade. Well, Gallade would have outspent this anyway because I'm Scarf. Now my Entei outspeeds, and my Entei does have Stone Edge, and Sceptile would have outsped anyway. but now my Kabutop's also outspeeds. I'm going to go for the Heal Bell because I do want to get rid of the burn on my Sceptile. Now I'm just going to go for the Psychic just to deal damage to this thing. He's going to get Parahacks, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm just going to go for the Psychic again, and now he's going to go for the Fire Blast. I do believe he got Parahacks twice, and those Parahacks actually did kind of matter a bit, because as you can see, the Fire Blast is a 2-hit KO even after Stealth Rocks, and had he not got Parahaxed on one of those turns, he would have been able to take out my Uxie. So that's kind of unfortunate for him. I'm just going to take him out with a Psychic, and now he's going to bring out his Feraligatr. I know that his Feraligatr really can't do much to me, but he's going to switch out into his Manectric now. I really don't see why he did this instead of just going out, or just going straight out into Manectric, because one, it's going to let me get some Lefty's recovery, and two, he just took damage on this Manectric for no reason. Now he's going to go back out into his Feraligatr, probably his Death Balder. I really don't see what he was doing, but I'm just going to go for the Psychic as he Volt switched out into his Feraligatr. I'm able to take that out, and now all he has left is this Manectric and a Sandslash. I think he might have one more, actually, I'm not sure. Now he's just going to go for the Overheat, and that's not going to be able to take me out. I believe Thunderbolt probably would have done a bit more than Overheat, just a bit more, so he probably should have went for that, but it's whatever. I'm able to take the Overheat, take out the Manectric with a Psychic. Now he's going to go out into a Sandslash. If you ask me, he probably should have went out into this first and try to hit some Stone Edges on me, or he could have went for this Toxic, even though I do have Heal Bell, so I don't know. But I'm going to hit him with a Psychic. It's going to do about 40%. And that's fine by me, because I really don't need my Uxie anymore, because Uxie has actually, done a lot of work to this guy's team. So now he's going to go for the Rapid Spin, even though that was kind of pointless, because he has a Hitmonchan left. So all he has left is this Sandslash and the Hitmonchan, and Hitmonchan can come in on Stealth Rocks pretty easily, so Rapid Spin was kind of unnecessary, kind of wasted a turn if you ask me. I'm just going to go for the Psychic, take out the Sandslash, and now all he has left is the Hitmonchan. And some car alarm just went off outside, so you might hear that. Sorry about that. Shut up, car. But so yeah, now I'm going to go out into my Sceptile, as he's going to go out into his Hitmonchan. At this point, I forgot what his last guy was, and I was thinking, Sceptile can pretty much take on whatever he has left. Except Hitmonchan has Mach Punch, so I'm not going to be able to take that on, but it's fine because I still do have my Gallade. And Gallade does have Psycho Cut, and Psycho Cut is super effective against Hitmonchan. And I don't think Hitmonchan has good defense, and it definitely can't live this Psycho Cut, so that's going to be the game. So that's a pretty fun game. Haven't RU'd in a while, and I'll probably do a lot more RU just because Cofagrigus is out the tier. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please push that like button. Also, leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the near future. Peace out.